Hello everybody, welcome to part 2 of our cleaning and rehoming our ghost ornamental. We already emptied the dirt out, we cleaned the sides, cleaned the inside, so now we are going to show you how to properly decorate an arboreal enclosure.
Alright. Looks brand new, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. First, we start with the substrate you put on the bottom. You don't need very much, probably just a couple inches because they aren't burrowers, obviously. Just enough to be able to secure whatever decor you're going to be putting in there, along with plants if you choose, which we are going to do. We went and bought a plant that we can put in there. It's actually from Exotic Angel Plants, and it's called a Syngonium podophyllum, which is like a butterfly, Nephthydis butterfly plant. It's really cool because this one comes from South America, but they use fluorescent lighting mostly to grow, and this one is a low light plant, so it doesn't need a whole bunch of that. But it was pretty cool. We decided to pick it up and see how our ghost would like it. It needs kind of the same kind of temperature as the spider anyway, the 65 to 80 degrees. Just medium water usage, indirect light. It grows at a medium rate. It's really easy to grow and really easy to keep alive for those people who have a problem with that. This one you'd be able to keep alive just by taking care of your spider. A lot of people use these plants, well, plants in general, for like burrowers. They cover their hides, make them camouflaged. This one we're going to attempt to do for the arboreal, so we're going to kind of plant it around. She doesn't usually climb on anything, so we don't really have to worry about her breaking it or her hurting herself. But we're just going to see how it works. We've never really used live plants before, so kind of a new experiment. The other decorations we're going to use, we have some, it's just like bathroom plumbing tubes.
PVC tubes of different shapes, different sizes.
Yeah, put it down, like down farther. I'm trying to get a close-up of it. Don't move it. Okay, see, it just has the 3 different openings. We put moss on the top. You can use an acetate-based silicone sealer. Make sure it's 100% water-based or aquarium-friendly. You don't want to use anything with silicone. It'll kill the spider. This one is safe for the spiders. Okay.
And it's been sitting and curing for a week or so better.
Yeah.
So
on the directions it just says 48 hours, but we've been doing it longer than that just to make sure. We actually used it in one of our rose hair enclosures, and she really likes it, and it hasn't had any bad effects on her. So we're just going to kind of try something new with our ghost ornamental, because she never uses any of the branches or anything we put in there. She's always up on the side of the glass, so we're just going to kind of plant the plant and put the PVC pipe in there, and I think we have a couple of sticks we're putting in there too. So you always want to make sure that it's sturdy in there. You don't want it to be able to move when the spider crawls on it. So you just want to make sure it's down in there good. You have some dirt around it, kind of buried a little bit, has a little bit of dirt inside it, just to keep it that way. And we put some peat moss on the top of it just to kind of camouflage it, because she does tend to like her privacy, so maybe she'll use it. So where are we planning on putting the plant in there?
right here, one.
Okay. when you're redecorating any kind of enclosure, really, it's always really fun to try something new. Like, do something out of the ordinary. You don't have to spend a lot of money on what people say you should use, like the hollowed out logs that you pay a fortune for in the store. Like, you can go out and make your own. If you find something outdoors, though, you want to make sure that you bake it to get all of the mites, any bugs, anything like that. But you don't have to spend a lot of money. This pipe was like maybe $3-4 at Lowe's. You can find it anywhere. Just make sure the holes are big enough for the spider. But there's a lot of different things you can do with both arboreal and terrestrial. You can use flower pots, you can use different kind of plants, shrubbery. They can even be fake plants if you're not the one who really wants a real live one in there. You also want to make sure that the soil you use in the plants, when you're growing them to the size that you want, doesn't have any kind of chemicals in it. We got one that was 100% organic. No chemicals, no fertilizers. Can't really see. So you can see the plant takes up some space, but it's fine for the arboreals. They don't tend to use all the floor space, and this arboreal enclosure is actually quite large. She never uses the whole thing. She just uses the back panel of it. She never really comes out. But sometimes she will like go down to the ground and build a little bit of a tunnel, which I think is for her to trap her food. But that's just my opinion. But even when she does come out of her little corner, she's always up on the side. So when he's done with that and we can see it, just kind of in there, just kind of around, makes it look pretty. And of course, plants always provide that oxygen. And supposedly it's supposed to purify the air. It's what it says on the tag, but I don't know about all that. And the soil that we use, we actually get a really big bag of it. It's just the organic soil. We found ours at Walmart. It's a really big bag for like $2. You just have to make sure there's no kind of chemicals or fertilizers or anything like that in it. But we've started using that when we clean out our enclosures, and it doesn't seem to have an effect on the spiders at all. And it's a lot cheaper than going to the pet store and getting like a $10 bag of soil that's not going to give you very much, or getting some bricks that still doesn't last very long. We always like to try something new, and of course you want to be able to save money, because the money you save you can buy more spiders with. Okay, do we really need those logs in there, the sticks?
Well, I was just going to...
I don't know. I guess you could just stick them back there, but you have to make sure they're in there really good. You don't want to move the piping around too much. But I guess we'll see how she likes her home. You'll be able to see us putting her back in there in our third video. So watch for that. Should be at the same time. So that is our enclosure. So when we come back, you will see how she likes it.